Here we go. September has arrived and as promised, my videos are back. I've picked Saturday as the new release day. The first video of this comeback is dedicated to 10 strategy RPGs that I think are among the most interesting, all expected to be released by 2025. So let's get started. I'm definitely not the only one who sees it as one of the most exciting projects of the year, and I'm really curious to see what the team at Unfrozen, best known for Iratus, can do with this legendary series. Olden Era promises to stay close to the foundations of the franchise. Players explore detailed maps, gather resources, build towns, and command armies in turn-based battles. Each faction introduces distinct mechanics and units, encouraging different strategic approaches, and just a few days ago, a brand new faction was announced. The game's early access launch is planned for summer 2025, with additional content and refinements to follow as development continues. For every title on this list, I could start by saying this is one of the games I'm most looking forward to. Still, since that would get repetitive, I'll say this instead. The developers of MENACE are the same team behind one of the tactical indie RPGs I've loved the most, Battle Brothers, and for this reason alone, my hype couldn't be higher.
A warrior like you is always a part of the holy flock.
Overhyped Studios shifts its signature tactical design into hard sci-fi with MENACE. Players command a strike cruiser and lead squads of infantry, tanks, and mechs into turn-based missions across hostile worlds. The game emphasizes rich unit customization, strategic deployment, and resource trade-offs in both battle and broader operations. A playable demo arrives in late September. The planned early access launch was originally set for the third quarter of 2025, but now appears delayed to later in the year.
Neutralized. Rip it apart!
Death takes my enemies.
Touching them up. These dogs got by. Taking fire. Incoming.
Enemy hardware!
Hostiles.
They keep coming.
Mars. Tactics doesn't pit you against an alien invader. Instead, it imagines a clash between the Imperial Army and revolutionary slaves, shifting the entire conflict to the Red Planet, and it does so with surprising depth and complexity. Tactical battles with a grand strategic layer across a war-torn map of Mars. Players choose between two factions, the resource-limited labor revolutionaries or the well-equipped capital corporate army. The game features complex mechanics including base building, research, logistics, and supply chain management, alongside destructible environments and artillery warfare. When I said with surprising depth, I was serious. I seriously think Mars Tactics could end up being one of the closest things to XCOM we'll see in 2025, but for now, there's still no confirmed release date. Liegecraft blends 4X strategy with RPG-style storytelling by placing the player in the role of a medieval monarch commanding a network of unpredictable vassals. Players govern land, reward loyalty, suppress dissent, and dispatch nobles on missions while hosting hunts, feasts, and duels that influence court dynamics and strategic relationships.
Statecraft. Implement new laws that unlock unique ways.
Each noble carries personality traits and relationships with others that impact diplomacy, internal stability.
Buildings in your cities. Improve lands around.
The game emphasizes emergent storytelling, real-time social events, and procedurally generated scenarios. The development team includes veterans from CD Projekt Red, Paradox Interactive, and 11-bit studios, giving the title considerable pedigree despite being an indie project.
And your esteemed nobles to host diplomatic gatherings. Those who will act with nobility and honor. Though, don't forget they have their own minds and won't always do as you want. Their actions will have consequences. But you are a mighty monarch who is capable of controlling their vassals, explore dungeons, complete quests, and experience countless exciting adventures. Manage your relationships, balancing their needs and personalities with your own goals. Reward the loyal with land, power, and royal titles. And inflict justice on those who do not obey the king's law. Do you have what it takes to be the king?
Every now and then, it's fun to play the villain, especially when in real life you wouldn't hurt a fly. That's why Lords of Ravage is exactly the kind of strategy RPG that's a perfect fit for me. A dark fantasy, turn-based tactical RPG with roguelite and deck-building elements. Players assume the role of one of 3 lords, commanding legions of minions to conquer kingdoms, gather artifacts, and undermine hero alliances. The game features a procedural campaign structure, faction mixing, and visually striking pixel art, combined with modern effects. The release window is set for the 4th quarter of 2025 on PC and consoles.
It is a strange crew.
Switching settings entirely, we head to the cold lands of Norway in the Viking Age to carry out a vendetta. In Norse, Oath of Blood by Arctic Hazard, you step into the role of Gunnar, a young warrior whose father, Jarl Gripper, was slain by Steinar Farspear. Gunnar must rebuild a shattered settlement, recruit and equip a warband, and exact vengeance. Battles use turn-based tactics with elevation, flanking, and environmental hazards shaping outcomes. The village management layer encompasses building upgrades, resource allocation, and crafting, all of which appear to be fairly complex based on the information shared so far. That said, NORSE rightfully takes its place among the most intriguing titles of 2025, with a release planned for both PC and consoles.
Lord of Ravens, I will kill him. I swear it. Steinar Farspear will die!
Another very intriguing title I was able to try out thanks to the available demo is Bloodgrounds, which combines grid-based, turn-based arena combat with the strategic city management layer. Players assemble, train and deploy class-based gladiators, physical, ranged or magical, in ruthless battles. Permadeath is core. If a gladiator falls, they and their equipment are lost forever. Between battles, players expand their coastal city, build and upgrade facilities, train fighters, and manage resources, all while manipulating political factions, patron gods, and the bloodthirsty crowd. Combat emphasizes positioning, initiative, traps, consumables, and environmental factors. Players can sway battles by using terrain, satisfying or manipulating audience desires, or striking deals in the underworld before fights begin.
Ugh, we're out of fuel again?
It's not my fault that the fuel station...
Maybe Dead Weight is one of the lighter titles on this list in terms of strategic and management depth, but it still fits perfectly here. It places players at the helm of a steampunk flying pirate ship, navigating floating islands in a roguelite, turn-based tactical RPG.
Brute force.
You choose a class, up to 15, with multi-classing available, manage your crew, and ship upgrades, and engage in tightly scaled tactical battles against ancient gods. The combat arenas are small, emphasizing each positional decision and limited space, and it works more like a puzzle. Exploration and progression form the game's backbone. You scavenge for loot, improve your ship, unlock skills, and expand your strategic options. The setting emphasizes resource management, risk-reward encounters, and stylized pixel art world building.
Become strong enough to challenge the ancient gods.
Invaders masquerading as our
A
gods.
short description of Slaves of Magic would be XCOM in a fantasy world, and in the truest sense. You have a base to manage, research to unlock new functional and operational opportunities, and tactical missions to undertake. But instead of green-skinned beings or strange alien creatures, you'll be facing cultists and fantasy horrors.
There are sightings of beings.
Players build and manage bases across diverse regions, researching magic and resources, while crafting customized 6 to 8 unit squads without rigid class restrictions, procedural maps, and an adaptive AI campaign.
Keep the hope alive in the realm.
Combat tasks players with infiltrating enemy strongholds via teleportation, sabotaging defenses, and outmaneuvering invaders in grid-based tactical combat. Permadeath, reactive enemies, and emphasis on positioning and team synergy. Can this medieval XCOM work? In my opinion, absolutely yes, and I can't wait to try it when it launches on PC on November 3rd. And then we get to the bottom of my list with the title closest to release, Endless Legend 2. This is the brand new chapter in the now well-known and highly anticipated series. Endless Legend 2 returns to the oceanic world of Sayada in a turn-based 4X strategy framework. Players lead one of 6 distinct major factions, each with unique mechanics, narratives, and units on procedurally generated hex-based maps shaped by recurring Tidefall events that reveal new terrain and alter strategic opportunities.
That has flickered yet never.
Combat unfolds as tactical encounters on separate battle boards. Players expand by creating camps, transforming them into cities via influence, and layering districts for growth. Victory paths include traditional domination and score, plus 7 narrative-driven victory types. Early access launch was delayed to September 22nd to improve onboarding, polish, map, generation, balance, and localization based on feedback from the Insiders program. In my opinion, these are among the best strategy-based RPGs to look forward to by the end of 2025, but let me know your opinion. Wish you the best.